A very good evening. Welcome to Prime TV News on Friday, the 24th of January, with me, Iftia Abdul Qadir. Your top stories first. Katunayaka is on alert due to the coronavirus. 13 accused in the youth abduction case are enlarged on bail. Speaker confirms that Ranjan has not tabled any voice tapes. And on news overseas, death toll in China rises as more cities are shut down. And now for the news in detail. The Ministry of Health states that no cases of coronavirus infection have been reported from the country. Passengers are being subjected to special checks. Minister Pavitra Wanyarati said that all measures have been taken to prevent the virus from arriving in the country. The coronavirus was first reported in Wuhan, China. As it spread to several areas, a state of emergency was declared in China. A specialist hospital with 1,000 beds will be set up in Wuhan to treat people infected with the virus. The goal of the Chinese government is to end the virus in 6 days and prevent the spread of the virus. The World Health Organization says that coronavirus has caused several countries to be at risk. In China, 25 people have died and 830 people have contracted the virus. Meanwhile, Singapore, China, Thailand, South Korea, America, Japan, Taiwan, Vietnam and India have been affected by the virus. India has found 2 people infected with the virus. Investigations so far confirmed that eating snakes can cause coronavirus. However, foreign media reports say that this has not yet been fully confirmed. However, the Ministry of External Affairs states that no Sri Lankan who has gone to China for further studies and employment has been infected with the coronavirus. The Ministry of External Affairs emphasizes that it is closely monitoring the issue with the Chinese Foreign Ministry. On to a headline-making story. 13 members of the Navy accused of abducting and disappearing 11 youths have been enlarged on bail. Accordingly, each accused has been released on a cash bail of 500,000 rupees and 2 personal sureties of 2.5 million rupees each. The 13 accused, including former media spokesman of the Sri Lanka Navy, DKP Dasanayaka, were enlarged on bail. The High Court at Bar handed them with indictments today. The accused were barred from foreign travel. The court ordered that the wives of the accused to become guarantors. In the meantime, former Navy Commander Vasanta Karanagoda did not appear in court today. Notices were again issued on him. The case will resume on the 7th of next month. The Supreme Court has given June 24th as the date to consider the fundamental rights petition filed by Dr. Shafi Shihabdin of Kurunegala Teaching Hospital, arrested on charges of earning money illegally. The petition was taken up today before a 3-member Supreme Court bench headed by the Chief Justice. The petitioner stated that the headings of the petition should be amended. The petitioners, attorneys at law Rushdi Habib and Dr. Shafi, requested for an interim injunction order to release him from detention. However, the petitioner has been released on bail. Speaker Karu Jayasuriya states that the highly controversial tape recordings of MP Ranjan Ramanayaka has not been tabled. The video shows how Ranjan Ramanayaka had telephone conversations with various people and influenced law enforcement agencies. In a statement to Parliament, Ranjan Ramanayaka said that the relevant voice recordings would be tabled. However, Deputy Speaker Anand Kumarasiri informed Parliament yesterday that no such voice recordings have been tabled. Deputy Speaker Anand Kumarasiri mentioned that parliamentarian Ranjan Ramanayaka assured in the House during a statement made by him on the 21st of January that he would table the voice tapes he possessed. However, the Deputy Speaker said that he had so far not tabled any voice recordings. Education Minister Bandula Gunawardena has said that applications for the enrollment of students for law degrees, which are at a standstill at present, will be entertained in the first week of March. The minister undertook an observation visit to the Open University to inquire into this matter. It has been found that students had not been enrolled for the law degree of the Open University for 2 years. The minister undertook an observation visit to the Open University to inquire into this matter. The minister was accompanied by Chairman of the University Grants Commission, Professor Sampath Amaratunga. The minister also discussed with the students who are facing this issue. The minister expressed his thanks in this respect. General Secretary of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party, Dayasiri Jayasekara, has said that their party is ready to achieve a landslide victory in the future general election through a broad alliance as the Sri Lanka Nidahas Podujana Peramuna. He made this reference participating in the establishment of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party Women's and Youth Councils in Trincomalee. The SLFP General Secretary said that what the Ranil Wickremesinghe government did was not good governance, but to move forward to their political authority. As such, the security of the country suffered a serious setback. Now there is a strong leadership that could systematically build the country's economy. What they should do is to establish a strong parliament that could pave the way for the leader who could systematically build the economy. As such, he said that the Sri Lanka Freedom Party intends to contest the elections through a broad alliance as a Podujana Peramuna and contest the elections as the Sri Lanka Nidahas Podujana Peramuna. They do not have a pain in the brain to help in setting up a United National Party government. He accused that the United National Party government lost due to its moves to betray the country to the international and due to the actions taken to sell the national resources and forgetting the unitary status and Buddhism. As such, he added that the United National Party has not begun to confess that it had done. State Minister Dilum Amunugama has said that the 19th Amendment to the Constitution brought forward by the previous government was ineffective. He was speaking at a news conference held at the SLFP office in Nelumawata.
මොකද 19 වෙනි සංශෝධනයේ ගිනාවේ වෙන කිසිම රාජපක්ෂවරයෙකුට ඡන්දය ඉල්ලන්න බැරි කරා.
State Minister Dilum Amunugama said that the previous regime brought forward the 19th Amendment so that no Rajapakshas can contest the election. But what finally happened? One Rajapaksha became the president and another the prime minister. It is now clear as to what has happened to the Independent Judiciary Commission and the Independent Police Commission. Ranjan Ramanayaka has clearly displayed to the world that the amendments brought to the independent commissions had become ineffective. As such, he said that there is no use of any clause within the 19th Amendment. The State Minister assured that they will not form an alliance with the United National Party that had destroyed the economy. He pointed out that during the last 4.5 years, they had devastated the entire country. He said that this was the main reason as to why the people of this country took a clear decision at the last election. State Minister Kanaka Herath also expressed his views at the news conference. The State Minister said that before going for the elections, all graduates will be given jobs. Interviews will be conducted by next month and the application forms for jobs are available at the Divisional Secretariat divisions. You're watching Prime TV News and still on the local scene. 19 police officers have been transferred according to service requirements. The police media unit states that the transfers were made following the approval of the National Police Commission. Accordingly, 2 Deputy Inspector Generals, 9 Senior Superintendents of Police and 8 Superintendents of Police have been transferred. Controversially, many people are concerned about the baby born to a man who came to the hospital as a male. This news was reported in the last few days. The man had said that he cannot accept the child. He has further said that a couple who wants to raise the child should be given the opportunity to do so. The authorities of the hospital have made arrangements to allow only a permitted group to visit the male driver. Further inquiries into the incident have revealed that this handsome young man had a pretty girlfriend. The baby was born after he was registered as a male and was admitted to the Mathura hospital recently. It is reported that the person is a resident of Mathura. He was first admitted to the hospital to receive treatment for abdominal pain. However, the doctor in the male ward who had entered the hospital had found that he was pregnant while examining the patient's abdomen. He was immediately taken to the pregnant mother's ward on medical advice. The man, who was a male, had been working as a three-wheeler driver in his area for a long time. It has been revealed that he had become a man due to a hormonal condition in his body. It was revealed that she was a woman at birth and then underwent surgery to remove the breasts. As a result of this, he is unable to breastfeed the baby and has been admitted to the ICU of the hospital. The authorities have taken action to breastfeed the child at the ICU. The child is to be produced before the court and the next step is to be taken. The Children's and Women's Bureau of the Mathura Police Headquarters is conducting further investigations. The Sri Lanka Navy has seized 2 kilograms of Kerala cannabis. The Kerala cannabis were recovered during a search operation carried out in the coastal belt in the Kadeikadu area in Jaffna. The Kerala Ganja haul has been handed over to the Palai police. The Sri Lanka Navy is engaged in a massive task of wiping out the narcotics menace from the country. Drug traffickers are engaged in an untiring effort to smuggle in drugs to Sri Lanka by sea. The Navy said that it is continuing operations to prevent such efforts. Business News is up next. A high-level team from the United Nations Industrial Development Organization, Vienna, joined by the UN Resident Coordinator Sri Lanka, launched the next phase of Sri Lanka Industry Revolution today in Colombo. An upbeat UNIDO said that it is impressed by the feedback received by Sri Lankan industries for its latest initiative in Colombo. UNIDO's Bredel was addressing the launch event of the new UNIDO Sri Lanka Country Program 2020-2024 themed towards inclusive and sustainable industrialization in Sri Lanka at Kingsbury, Colombo. Joining Bredel at the event were United Nations Resident Coordinator Sri Lanka, Mrs. Hannah Singer, Sri Lanka UNIDO Focal Point National Director Nawaz Rajabdeen, UNIDO Representative Regional Office India Rene van Berkel, Senior Research and Industrial Policy Officer UNIDO Vienna International Center Dr. Anders Isaacson, and EU agencies, government institutions, chambers and industry representatives. Well, that's the lot from the Prime TV News desk. For more information, visit www.itanews.lk. Many thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.